This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL-TV in association with MTK Global. My God, it's been a while. I nearly didn't recognise him. Scott Quigg.
Mate. How do? When was last time? Was it after the Carroll fight? Well, last time we spoke.
Canelo and who?
No, Carroll fight when I last fought.
Oh, I thought you said Canelo fight. I was like,
no.
Do you know what? Maybe.
Because that was one of the last shows, really, weren't it? Do you know, before all this? Yeah.
Yes, it was. It was actually the last UK show with fans.
Yeah.
It was. Scott, yeah, that was the last show that we did that had an actual proper crowd.
Yep.
Yeah. So, how's life? What are you doing? What you been doing?
Just been keeping busy. Started going into the coaching side of things since I found out last time I fought it weren't there anymore. So I thought I need to figure out something else to do. So I've gone into the other side of it now, you know, doing a bit of coaching, which I'm enjoying. Currently training a Slovenian female fighter who's 3-0. So she's here at the minute. Been training her now since I started training her in last November. I'm enjoying it, you know, seeing the progression in her and in myself as in the coaching side of things, and obviously being in at Joe's and that, learning from him, and it's good to be back amongst, you know, all the lads again.
It might be a silly question, but are you missing it? The actual being in the ring and punching people in the face?
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said no. I obviously miss it, but I'm not stupid as well. I know I can't do what I used to be able to do. And not only that, the fighters that are coming through now, you know, very, very, very good. So it's like you ain't going to be like these prospects that are coming up to nearly ready for championship level. These are top quality fighters, so you ain't going to, you going up against these, you know, it's not going to end well. So you just got to make the smart decision and hang them up.
Hand on heart, though, yeah, it's been over a year now, obviously, since you decided to call it a day. At any point in that year, did you question whether you made the right choice and think, oh, I don't know?
Yeah, because even after it, say probably about 2 weeks afterwards, I was still training. I was still training, still keeping myself fit, still eating well, and I was thinking, because I've been out the ring for that long, I was thinking, was I just totally out of timing? Did I need a fight, you know, to get back in the swing of things? So I was toying with the idea of, you know, thinking, have I made the right decision? So like I say, I was thinking, you know, have I still got it? And then I went over to Slovenia. I'm training Tanya. I was over there for 3 weeks. I was in the gym out there, and there was a couple of amateur kids and that. And I had to move around with one of them, and I had to do my utmost hardest and try my best just to make sure I didn't get an ID. And then I thought, nah, it's not there anymore. But like I said, I do miss it, but I'm enjoying this side of it as well.
It's interesting because a lot of fighters, when they retire, they are still on the scene to a certain degree, and you're around the shows, etc. But people really haven't kind of seen you or heard from you in a boxing capacity since you've retired. So it is always a wonder whether you thought at any point, you know, did I do the right thing? But I think that's a normal thing. You've dedicated your whole life to boxing, and then suddenly for it not to be there anymore must be difficult to take. Yeah,
it's all I've ever known. Just all I've ever done. In the way I lived, you know, how disciplined the way I just used to, you know, not socialise. It really was all I knew. So a few people like worried, thinking like, what is he's retiring? How's he gonna go? He can either go two ways. He might lose his head, or he might be, deal with it and be able to, like I say, go into a different side of it, or just go into something totally different. But I always knew that one day, it's going to end. But I knew through being out of the ring for that long, in the end, the injuries, my body couldn't do what it used to do. The way I used to push it, the things that I used to do, that's where the couple of the injuries, I was picking up. So I knew it was taking its toll on me, and I'm not the sort of fighter that, change my style, and try and box a bit more. I'm come forward, move my head as much as I can, and then, just work away like that. Like, I'm more of a pressure fighter. I've got a good defence in that, or I did have. But my style wasn't one of them where you could prolong it.
Can I give you my top 3 Scott Quigg moments in boxing?
I'm just thinking what you're going to pick.
Right. Nothing to do with any of your fights.
Okay.
They're kind of fight related, but they're not actually to do with moments in the ring.
Yeah.
So at number 3.
Yeah.
the check with Eddie Hearn, right, in the office. I mean, you must look back at that and think, fucking hell, what was I think Eddie does as well, because I've brought that up a couple of times about the whole check, holding the check up before the Frampton fight got made. But you remember that one?
I remember that. At the end of the day, it was all part of, built what it built,
Well, all right, that was one of them. The second one was the ring walk from your house.
Oh, listen, right, let me start on this one, right? When I first did that and that first went out, everyone just thought, wow, how good it were.
Yeah.
And then 2 years, 3 years after, and still to this day, the amount of shit that gets thrown at that, and I'm thinking, don't get me wrong, I mean, that was filmed though. I think it was on the Tuesday of the fight week. But hey, again, you got people talking.
Moments outside of the ring. I thought that was brilliant at the time, but I have seen people bring it on, and when people put the footage, it doesn't seem to be in sync with like footage of nowadays. So it seems like ages and ages ago.
Yeah.
It was good, but yeah, just for me, you in the build up to the whole Frampton fight, I thought that whole build up was one of the best build ups to any fight I've ever covered myself. And some of your one liners, which we don't have to repeat.
No.
We don't have to repeat, but yeah, that was definitely one of my highlights of you, because I thought you were hilarious in that, and everyone used to always. I knew your personality was brilliant, and it might have not have come out when you turned professional for the first few years, but I think you kind of got used to the camera in the end, and
I mean,
you didn't mind doing the interviews in the end, did you?
No, I mean, at the start I used to hate it. It weren't me. Couldn't put a sentence together. I'm sure as a kid I had a bit of a speech impediment sort of thing, because I used to stutter a bit. I probably still stutter now. But listen, I enjoyed the journey. I enjoyed my career. I wouldn't change any of it.
One of the other moments, like I remember from you as well, and I remember after we did this interview, I rang you up and had a conversation with you about it, right? It was in Bolton in the back of a van, yeah? Do you remember this?
His van?
Don't know, were you like sat in the back of a van?
Oh, my van?
Don't know if it was your van or not, but it was at the back of the gym.
Right, yeah, it would have been, yeah.
And you went to me, and you was almost like taunting me by saying like, "Who do you think's going to win out of me and Frampton?" And I was like, "I don't want to answer it. I don't want to answer it." And you kept on me, and you was going,
Yeah,
"Go on, ain't you got the balls to answer?" Blah 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 blah. And you kept on, and
yeah,
then I kind of come out with my answer,
yeah.
and I put the interview out, and people messaged me going, "Can't believe you said that." And I was like, "Well, he asked me, and I didn't know." Then I felt bad. Then I remember ringing you up and trying to explain to you, and you was like, "Coog, he went his boxing. I don't care. Like, I literally don't think nothing of it. It's
Yeah,
people's
yeah,
opinions."
yeah, yeah.
That's the only time I've ever said that to any fighter who's asked me like that. But you didn't leave off about it. You kept on and on and on and on and on. It was almost like, all right, then I'll tell you what. Yeah. So props to you anyway. I remember speaking to you, and you were so normal about it, and I was going, "I'm really sorry," and I was trying to explain to you, but anyway. These are great moments. These are memories. You can't buy memories, mate. Talking of Carl Frampton, obviously we all know he's in action in Dubai this week on Saturday, where he bids to become Ireland's first ever 3-weight world champion. And we kind of know where Carl is in his career now. He's at the back end of his career. But what an opportunity for Carl to become that 3-weight world champion against a very good fighter in Jamel Herring. But you having shared the ring with him, Scott, I'm sure you'd love to see him do it as well.
Oh, 1,000,000%. And people, you know, over the obviously because of the rivalry we had and you know, the fight and he won. Like, people expect me to like think I'm bitter or want him to every whatever he's gone on to do and achieve since, yeah, you know, every credit, you know, I couldn't be happier for him, you know, and it's like, I hope he goes out in. This is a tough fight, especially with the part of career where Carl is now, you know, coming towards, you know, the back end of his career. This is a tough ask, but there'd be nothing more than I'd love for him to do it. I think he's always got a good chance, but it is a tough ask in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Carl knows kind of what's in front of him this week, and like I said, the fight was meant to have happened in February. It's now happening in Dubai, and yeah, we would like to, you know, despite whatever happens after this, we'd like to always see fighters kind of, when they have the opportunity, as Carl's got, to win another world title, to win him on and do it. So we all, like I said, watch him.
What he's already done, you know, he's unbelievable. He's had a great career. Just what he's achieved, these, you know, these only a handful of fighters achieve that. But if he goes and, you know, can pull this off, then, you know, it's a massive achievement, and, you know, you got to say, deserves to go there and there's, you know, Ireland's greatest fighter.
I would agree with that, 100%. So you're kind of involved with one female fighter at the moment, but is...
Yeah, there's another lad who's Austrian, who's currently he's coming back over in a month or so. He was very good. So this, like I said, the thing is with me, I couldn't just train anyone. I couldn't just I couldn't just train anyone. You know, you've got to. I know how hard the sport is, and if you're not going to give it at least 110%, then there's a lot easier ways to make a living. So, because of how I was, you know, I was never late. Nobody has to tell me to train. Nobody, you know, you've got to have that same mindset. You know, if not, I don't think I wouldn't be able to. I'd end up belting them all. We'd end up arguing all the time.
Yeah, but I kind of get that, because, listen, maybe you don't have to be doing it, but it needs to be the right thing for you. if you're going to be involved in someone's career in that capacity.
100%, because again, I don't have to do it. You know, I don't. Whatever I do now is because I want to do it. You know, it's like I don't have to go out and work if I don't want to work, or you know, like I don't have to do something. Whatever I do now for the rest of my life, it's what I choose to do. You know, and if I'm choosing and wanting to put my time and effort into it, that's because I'm seeing, you know, how much you want it. I want to go and I want to help someone achieve what they set out to achieve. You know, I was very fortunate at the very, very early days of my career. I mean, even from when I started Thai boxing, Darren Phillips, he helped me from when I was 12 all the way, you know, up until the end of my career. You know, and he did that for, like I say, when he started off, nobody knew I was going to go on and achieve what I achieved. You know, they helped me for nothing. He gave me a set of keys for the gym for free. You know, I didn't have to pay for the training. He did all this when he didn't have to. And I don't forget things like that. And that's why now the same thing, I want to help people that are not, they're putting that effort in, but they're not getting that break.
Well, it's a good thing. And like I said, what you achieved in your career, if you can pass on 20% of it to someone else and make them realise their dreams or their aspirations in the sport, then that's only a positive thing, mate.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate you giving IFL some time. You always did as a fighter, so I wouldn't expect anything different from you, my friend. Have you got anything else you'd like to add? You got a book coming out you want to plug, or a song?
I can't have a book. I can't write, can I? Can't spell, so there's no point me having the book.
Okay. So
I mean, if it was an audio book, it'd be about 6 hours long because I'd be stuttering that much.
Okay. I know you're laughing. I'm not allowed to laugh. So I'll take for that what it is. But have you?
Professionalism.
Absolutely not. Yeah. But I appreciate your time, Scott, as always. Yeah, like I said, I'm sure you'll be tuned into this Saturday to watch Carl, and let's hope he does it. But thank you for your time, and let's catch up again. Not leave it a year.
Yeah.
Over a year.
Yep.
That was roughly about a year.
Yeah, it's roughly about a year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure, I'm not sure if I spoke to you afterwards. I'm not sure if you rang me. I don't know.
Did I not message you about our 10-year anniversary?
Yeah, you did.
So we did have a little bit of contact.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Video. Yes, I wanted you to be in our 3-hour compilation video.
Yeah, but I don't think I made the cut.
Why? Did you send me one?
I sent you one. I didn't make it.
Well, if you sent it, you're in it. All right, mate. No problem. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll catch up soon.
Sorted. You're talking to
Scott Quigg.